Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Schlotthauer here in the home weather office. As always, on the first day of April, no, this is not an April Fool's joke at all. This is actually an April Fool's severe weather outbreak consisting of potential or the possibility of strong tornadoes across Oklahoma into Missouri, as well as northern Texas. This is something that was not we were expecting a severe weather event, but on this magnitude, this is something that kind of came out of the blue. And last night when I went to bed, it was like, okay, it's still enhanced, not really a big tornado threat. It was only a 5% risk for tornadoes. And then I get up this morning and seeing, oh, we got a moderate risk. So that changes everything up. Now, because I do have work this afternoon, this is not going to be an all-day live stream. I wish I could just tell my boss I can't come in today. But I can't do that. I just cannot. They'll yell at me if I just tell them I can't come in today because of a severe weather outbreak. They'll probably laugh at me because of a severe weather outbreak. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be here all day, and I'm only going to be here for at least a few hours, but we will do the best we can in the few hours that I am live for here on YouTube, tracking the severe weather. We're going to be looking at live cameras and that sort of thing, and we're even going to be looking at volumetric radar from GR2 analysis as well. So there's a lot to look forward to in today's live stream. So, as you know, yesterday was Easter Sunday, and I got baptized, so that was great. Luckily, yesterday was not a severe weather outbreak on that day because, yeah, I was not able to upload. Excuse me, my goodness. Sorry about that. Oh, man. The allergies are back. When it gets warm outside, they're back, so sorry about that. So we do have a few severe thunderstorm warnings that are taking place for Oklahoma. If you are in Dover, Oklahoma, Marshall, Oklahoma, if you're in the Covington, Oklahoma, Fairmont, Oklahoma, we're seeing severe thunderstorm warnings already get issued. We're already up to 4 severe thunderstorm warnings, and the tornado watch is issued for the Stillwater, for Oklahoma City, a big metro area in this. We actually take a look at the discussion here. There usually is a probabilities thing. Actually, there isn't. So actually, we will have to go to the Storm Prediction Center on that, because it is really important that we look and address our watches very carefully. So if we go into central Oklahoma, there is a moderate risk for strong tornadoes today, a moderate risk for significant winds, as well as a high risk, a high probability chance that we will see, actually that's a 90% chance or greater, for very large to potentially giant hailstones. In fact, some models like the HRRR are forecasting hailstones that could reach upwards of greater than 4 inches in diameter. That combined with a strong tornado threat and a very strong wind threat, we could see wind gusts over 80 to even 90 miles an hour with some of these storms. So it's not only just the damaging winds that we're continuing with today, but significant wind, significant tornadoes, and significant hail today. Everything just kind of the hallmark of a severe weather outbreak, and a loaded gun outbreak, I should say, in the Oklahoma, northern Texas area, and even perhaps into Missouri and Arkansas eventually, as these storms do propagate further east with time. So right now, much of the activity is taking place in Oklahoma right now. Covington, Garber, Billings, Red Rock, Oklahoma. If you're in the Marland area, please take shelter. We are looking at some of these storms to contain already almost 1.5 to 2 inch hail with these storms, okay? And then eventually in Caw City, Burbank, granola, please take shelter there. These storms are headed in your general direction. So with that being said, let's actually take a look at the HRRR, because this is very concerning. This is coming from the high resolution rapid refresh model, and this is literally, let's actually go to the 18Z run. So there we go. So this is the 18Z run. This is currently in the process of rendering right now, and this is in the next hour or so, and we already have storms that are looking to shape up over here into north central Oklahoma. And then eventually, in the matter of a couple of hours, these storms are going to be moving into southeastern Kansas, into, say, northwestern Missouri, where we do have embedded hail cores of 2 inches in diameter potentially within this cluster of storms that do settle in. And then look at this one down here, potentially a little nice Boeing segment here that could contain hailstones greater than about 2 or 3 inches in diameter. So that's going to also be moving into the Oklahoma Metroplex area. And this is really when it gets very dangerous. This next cluster of storms here could contain hailstones 2, 3, maybe 4 inches in diameter, combined with a tornado threat. We could see a strong tornado with some of these storms, especially the ones that are to the south, where they're not going to get interfered with any rain, cooled air that would otherwise interfere to the storm structure. So a couple of these storms to the south here could be the ones that could contain strong tornadoes, perhaps, with storms to the north, even out of this cluster, that could have the potential of rotating into mesocyclones. And then eventually, as we go into the overnight hours into Missouri, into the rest of Oklahoma, into Arkansas, we have another cluster here containing some large hail and some damaging winds, and that will be moving eventually into southern Illinois by the early morning hours of your Tuesday. And then we got showers and thunderstorms that do look to erupt yet again over northern portion there of Oklahoma, part of that cold front, or part of that upper level low system that is going to be rippling across the region. And then tomorrow's storms will take it into, okay, come on, work with me, there we go. If we go and look at the Ohio Valley, eventually the Ohio Valley tomorrow, this looks interesting right in here, especially by tomorrow afternoon. Definitely a tornado threat. We could see strong tornadoes in the Ohio Valley, eastern Indiana, all the way into western Pennsylvania, perhaps, as those storms begin to rotate. So this line right here could be the one to contain significant wind damage, significant large hail, and significant tornadoes, possibly EF3 or greater, in the Ohio Valley tomorrow. I know James Treft is out on this, Norman Smith. They're going to probably be chasing this whole area. Reed Timmer, of course. Connor, not be surprised if Connor Croft travels up into the Ohio Valley tomorrow to chase this, because this is very significant indeed with this line of storms that kind of swings through the region. Okay, so that's a look at the severe weather forecast for tomorrow. So we're going to be keeping an eye on Doppler radar. Actually, let's take a look at our GR2 analysis, because this is really important, because we're already getting some large hailstones. Nothing else. We'll have to keep an eye on the storm into Indiana in a second, but let's actually look at the volumetric scan on this. Let's see with what we got, and we're going to really turn our hail perimeters on. We're going to use red. So we're going to use red. And we're going to go to pink here so we can be able to turn this all on so we're able to see what these storms are doing. Okay, so hold on a second, you guys. Sorry about this. We got to turn on our hail perimeter, you know, and then do it that way. All right, so that looks good. So we're now able to see what our storm looks like. So definitely, yeah, look at this. got some big hail in that already. Already developing within the mid-levels of the atmosphere. Lots of lightning with that, I'm sure. That's a very big hail core that is already getting close to already going to be moving north here. So this is actually northeast. So that's going to be eventually moving into Ponca City once this intensifies. Nice, good-looking hail core on that, though. Really interesting storm that we have going on. So as we play this through, there's that storm. We have another storm down here in Kingfisher County in Oklahoma. Let's actually scan that one and let's see what we got. Oh yeah, look at this storm right here. This has a mighty hail core on it. Mighty hail core. Huge hail on that. Possibly 2 or 3 inches in diameter. So that will eventually be making its way to the surface if the conditions allow. And that could, there could be some significant hail damage with that. And that's why there's a hail marker of over 2 inches on this storm in Kingfisher County, Oklahoma, just outside, just to the southeast of Dover, Oklahoma, moving into Lovell and Marshall. And eventually going to be crossing over State Route 51 in the next 15 to 30 minutes. And again, this is intensifying at the moment. As we do take a look at our echo tops, I wanted to actually, a better way to look at that is on, let's go to radar omega, because echo tops are going to be very important. And yeah, look at the echo tops on this storm already. 40,000 feet. We have echo tops up here to 44,000 feet. Got another storm, the Ponca City storm, 46,000 foot echo tops. So that means we have very tall towers shaping up, and that's going to give us the hail. We already have gotten 3-inch hail marker on this storm. We got hail tracks on from NAXRAD history. So that gives us an idea on the past history or historical radar data on that particular storm of what it's generating. It's not necessarily a hail report. The hail reports are going to be in diamonds. So now going into Indiana, Ellettsville, moving into Interstate 69 here in Indiana. This is a Indiana storm right now. We have a curvature to the storm, so actually we have a hook echo. We actually move over there on GR2 analysis because we want to see if that storm, what it's doing into the atmosphere. So if you're in Bloomington, Indiana, this is moving right into your area, Monroe County, by the way. Too bad we don't have a radar site. Actually, this is close enough. This is really close to the radar site. So let's let this load in, and then we will be looking at it. But that's the storm that we're continuing with right now, some rotation on that storm. And there is that tornado threat in that area. It's a 5% risk for tornadoes in Indiana for today. So this is in Ellettsville. Again, there is your storm. Let's actually flip it to GR2 analysis. Monroe, Bloomington, that's what we have. If we take a look at our 3D, definitely a storm that does have some hail on it. Possibly 1.5-inch hail marker on this one, based on the volumetric scan that we are getting. So that's, again, severe thunderstorm warning storm, a supercell type of structure that is already setting up. And that's why there's a tornado threat. If we look at rotation, yeah, definitely rotation on that storm in Ellettsville. We got reds moving away from the radar, and we got greens moving toward. Actually, this is anticyclonic rotation based on the velocity couplet that we're seeing. So again, red is away from the radar, folks. Red is away from the radar, folks. Radar. And then green is toward the radar. Okay, these inbound and outbound velocities. Okay, so we have anticyclonic rotation already taking place on that storm. Okay, we got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning right now let's go back to Oklahoma. We got a considerable severe thunderstorm warning, a class 2, a level 2 warning, I should say. So let's go over to that. Gotta wait for this to load up. Actually, let's just go over to Radar Omega while that's loading up. Gonna take us a little while. It's be this storm right here. It's this storm that has the large hail with it in Dover, moving into Marshall in Oklahoma. This has already generated possibly 3-inch hail, and it's warranted for 1.75-inch hail right now. If we go and look at our warning text here, we're looking at golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is again for Dover, Marshall, and Lavelle in Oklahoma. This is moving northeast at 55 miles an hour. So there is a potential here. We could be, this is going to be moving into your area very soon. This is not moving slow at all. We got other storms in Ponca City and Perry that we have to monitor closely. There's a lot of lightning on that, an indication that the storm is intensifying. Yeah, anticyclonic tornadoes, yeah, they are a concern, the Joshuan Empire, but because of the Coriolis effect, because we're in the northern hemisphere, anticyclonic tornadoes, they can be strong, but the chances of those being strong are actually a lot lower than the cyclonic ones. Yeah, there's many reasons for that, and that's because of the Coriolis effect that has to do with that. But yeah, a tornado is a tornado, and if there is a tornado warning issued, please take shelter immediately. So again, if you guys are new to the stream, welcome, welcome. It's an honor that you're here. We are tracking a severe weather outbreak today, and we have a live camera out of the Oklahoma area. In fact, if we go to Oklahoma on the dot camera, this is on, what road is this? This is I-35 right now. And this is one of those cameras. We'll be looking at a lot of them. That's part of the stream too. Live weather cameras. And here's another one. Of course, nothing going on here. I hope, actually, let's see if they're able to... There is weather. Good. Okay, there is no live radar, so... Fortunately, we don't have live radar, but we do have cameras that will show us. The best camera that I can find right now in the path of this storm is the I-35 corridor, and that's where we do have, again, that storm. This is a live look at conditions. I will be on the road in less than a day. Actually, I will be on the road. I will be on the road in, let's take a look. I will be on the road in about 39 hours. Yes, 39 hours. And 39 hours before I stream that trip. If you guys were not aware, if you guys noticed on my channel, I have a string of solar eclipse live streams that are planned, including the road trip and the day of, which the day of the eclipse, I don't think weather conditions are looking very good for Kerrville, Texas. I am very upset about that. I am really upset. But, of course, things could change with time, with modeling. Definitely for your area, Chase, you're not going to see a good view of the eclipse. Definitely not. Cloud cover on the national blended models for your area, Chase, right around 85 to 95%. So good luck looking at the sun. But if there's any breaks, of course, you just don't know if there's going to be any breaks in the cloud cover. That's something to consider too. There's always that slim chance, at 5 to 10% of the sky will have blue sky, at least. Some sort of breaks. So that's a live look at the camera. We will keep an eye on that one. This is, again, this storm is going into Perry and eventually Ponca City. Going to get more of these big storms. This storm, wow, this one is very, very intense right now. 74 decibels on this as we speak. And if we do continuously look at that, and that does have some rotation on it as well with a hail spike. So big time hail on that. Big time hail. At least it'll get darker, though. I guess that's the only exciting thing now. A lot of you that are planning to still go to Kerrville, Texas, I got something cool to show you. Okay, tried something cool. I will be selling these. These are, what is this supposed to be? You could actually hang these up. You could probably put a magnet behind it, but you could it could be a key, a necklace. You could these are little United States totality. I would call it a placard. Looks like a placard. Yes, my dad actually laser engraved this. So, really cool, fresh. This is my own product. Thank you, Dad, if you're watching this live stream. He made 20 of these. So, I will be selling these up to about $20. I'll have to see what Sarah thinks, my cousin, that's going to go along with me. So I'll probably be selling these anywhere between $10 to $20 at the Kerrville Sports Complex. So if I happen to see you guys there, and if you really want to purchase one of these, again, let's take a good look at that. You can get these, again, for the price of about $10 to $20. The final price will, I will let you all know about that probably during the live stream when I'm on my road trip. Because me and my cousin will have to decide on how much are we going to sell these for. But it gives you the date, April 8th. I know it's hard to see on the camera. It's really good. And it smells like cedar wood, like cedar. It has that fresh sun eclipse smell with it. So, yeah, do not miss out. Again, there are 20 of these that you can get. Of course I gotta make revenue off of this stuff. So it's not this is not free. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not selling this, not giving this away for free. Maybe there will be a little bit of a discount. If you're a member of my YouTube channel, you'll get probably a 25% discount on these. So instead of it being like maybe $20, you can get it for like maybe $10 or something. But also, eclipse glasses, those I will be giving away for free because I don't really need them. I mean, I've got like 6 extra pair. I have 6 pair of eclipse glasses already, but I have additional paper eclipse glasses, another like 4 or 5 pairs. So I will be giving those away for free at the Kerrville Sports Complex on Eclipse Day. All right, so So just for information, if you're interested in purchasing one of these, you got to come to Kerrville Sports Complex. It's from Austin, it's like a 2-hour drive. If you're in Houston, it's like a 3.5, 4-hour drive. It's worth the 4 hours, I'll tell you. You have a better chance of seeing the eclipse in Kerrville, Texas than, say, if you're in Houston. Because I'll tell you what right now, folks, the weather conditions, if you're in eastern Texas, like Dallas, Texas, if you're in northwestern Arkansas, even into Missouri, not looking very good at all. Maybe a severe weather event, perhaps heavy rain, maybe some hail, that sort of thing. Right now in Kerrville, there's like a 40% chance, a 25 to 35% chance of thunderstorms and some rain for our area. Fingers crossed that the weather could cooperate. That's all I ask. And right now on the latest European model, it seems to be doing that. I just got the papery one. Okay. So, Galactic. So, yeah, back to severe weather we go. We do got a very strong thunderstorm that is headed northeast. This is, again, in the Lavelle area. This is a pretty strong storm, actually. You can definitely see the hail core on this. This is aloft. This is above the surface, and this is going to be making its way down to the surface eventually if it's able to. And if it happens, we could see 2 to 3-inch hailstones out of this. This is warranted for considerable hail. Crazy that there is several weather risks on eclipse. I know. It's dumb. It really is unfortunate. It really is. Okay, it's like, come on. Literally, are you kidding me, models? It has to happen. The weather has to be unfortunate on eclipse day at the wrong time. I mean, next week, like on Wednesday and Thursday, it's supposed to be sunny in Texas. I mean, but yet, right around the eclipse time, not going to be favorable. It's going to be terrible weather conditions, potentially. And there's nothing worse than getting worse weather conditions. Okay, we just got another severe thunderstorm warning in Perry on that storm. So a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued over Perry, I-35 in Morrison. Please take shelter right now. This is 2-inch hail on it. 2-inch hail tag and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So now we're at a more considerable threat of a thunderstorm. Again, this includes for Kingfisher County in central Oklahoma, southeastern Noble County in northern Oklahoma. If you're in northwestern Logan County in central Oklahoma, if you're in northwestern Paine County in central Oklahoma, if you're in southeastern Garfield County in northern Oklahoma, please, again, take shelter. We are talking about big hailstones with this and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This includes for the towns and cities of Perry, Morrison, Red Rock, Marshall, Orlando, Lavelle, Lake McMurtry, Lucian, Sooner Lake, and Lake Corral Blackwell under this warning. So please, I repeat, please take shelter right now. We do not want any injuries from hail hitting people's bodies or anything like that. Because we are continuing with some strong thunderstorms today along this boundary, along this mixing dry line-ish cold front. Actually, it would be somewhat of definitely a cold front. What's up, Diana? How are you doing? What's up, Corruption? By the way, Corruption, happy moderate risk day to you. You're under a moderate risk for severe weather today in your area. You are under a moderate risk, which is very concerning for your area, Corruption. So we are going to watch this closely. as a severe weather outbreak is looking very likely, potentially more likely than not, given the moderate risk that is issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Diana, guess what? Got merchandise for the eclipse. Got merchandise. So, yeah. If you want these, price range, we haven't decided on one yet. Anywhere between $10 to $20. And I will be in Kerrville with Mark Sedeth. Actually, me and Mark Sedeth are going to be partnering up with this eclipse. That's going to be exciting in itself. So, yeah, you might be seeing Mark Sedeth in my live stream. He is going to Kerrville, Texas. And I told him, come and meet me at the sports complex. And here's the unfortunate thing. This is where the excitement actually ends with this eclipse. Okay, so this is where the excitement actually ends with the eclipse. Yeah, Chase, I know it's really cool. Guess, I want you all to guess, what does the Kerrville Sports Complex not allow? I want you all to guess. What do they not allow at the Kerrville Sports Complex? I know you all are going to say no alcohol and beverages. I'll tell you that right now. No alcohol or beverages are allowed. Or beverages are allowed, but no alcohol of any kind. No tobacco, no vaping, no smoking allowed. No staking anything on the lawn. But there's something that really makes me upset that they don't allow. No, they allow cameras. They do allow photography. I did find that out. They do allow videotaping, photography of any kind at the eclipse. That's a certain. They do allow that. Oh my gosh, the Joshua umpire. They don't allow tornadoes. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. Yep, I know, Mr. Tryhard. There is a 15%. We will get to the Storm Prediction Center outlook here in just a second. Chase! Big round of applause to Chase McLean. Yes, they do not allow drones. They do not allow any unmanned aircraft, including drones, RC aircraft of any sort. That makes me mad. That makes me mad. And since I've been baptized, I'm going to follow the rules faithfully. So, unfortunately, the drone is not coming along on the trip. I'm sorry. I am terribly sorry. Maybe I'll see if I can. I'm wondering, though, if they allow it at the Solar Eclipse Festival. Let me see where that would actually be. In Hayes Park. I wonder if they allow it at Hayes Park, which is over here. Because I'm going to be over... Hold on. Okay, there's I-10. I'm going to be over here. This is the sports complex. So I wonder if they allow it over here in the Hayes Park area. That's where this another Solar Eclipse Festival will be taking place. If so, I might just have to, we're going to probably have to walk take a 2.5 mile walk over there. So, yeah, they do allow outside food. Outside food is welcomed. But drones are not allowed. That just makes me mad. makes my heart upset because it's just like, come on. You allow almost anything except for drones. Literally. But I can see why, because based on my calculation, I know this is a dumb thing to do. Guess how many parking spaces are at the Kerrville Sports Complex? Give me a number. I will give you a hint. It is somewhere in the 3-digit number. It's a 3-digit number. Guess how many parking spots are at the Kerrville Sports Complex? Which is why they don't allow me to fly my drone for the eclipse. Because that just means we're going to have, a lot of people. Guess how many parking spots are at the Kerrville Sports Complex? Man, I've said Kerrville so many times, I know actually how to pronounce it. Okay, someone's really close already. Shoot, hold on. Let me get my picture here just to... Oh, it's actually over here on my iPad. Okay, someone said 600, 503 parking spots. When it comes to counting, I am very specific. Because I was always wondering. Alright. So, let's see who's closest. None of you are close. Come on. Okay, Cheesy Weather was kind of close at 976. Okay, some of you are way off, like Titan, you're way off. Chase, come on, dude. There's more than 100 parking spots at the Kerrville Sports Complex. Way more than 100. Way more than 100. I'll tell you that right now. More than 356. I'll tell you that right now. But anyways, we got severe weather going on in Ponca City, Oklahoma. Severe thunderstorm warnings do continue. Drones are for drones. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh my goodness, Dakota. You are so close. Woo! You are very close. Oh my goodness. You're very close. The Joshua Empire also very close. I'll give you a hint. It is somewhere between 750 to 899. If someone gets it right, you have to get it right, the exact number. I will give away one of these United States placards for a reduced price of only $1. I'll give it away for $1 if you guys get it right. You have to get it exactly correct. You have to get it exactly correct. You can't be off by one parking spot. Nope. Not 850. Not 891. Oh my goodness, Chase Weather is very close. Woo! Getting hotter and hotter. Getting very hot. Fiery hot like the sun. Oh my gosh, you guys are not even close. Ugh. This is tough. This is tough for you all. Time to use your brain. Time to use your thinking cap. 899? 893? No. It's somewhere in the 800s. Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's between 800 to 899. Okay, I'll narrow it down. Between 800 and 899. Okay, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning for Burbank, Oklahoma, Webb City, Oklahoma, Foraker, Oklahoma. Diana the Fiber Fan, 877. Nope. Cheesy Weather says 850. Nope. I can't believe you guys can't get this right. This is crazy. Okay, you guys are above 850. Okay, come on. Lower it down a little bit. It's got to be, I'm not going to tell you though. I can't tell you. Now it's all up to you if you can drive to Kerrville to get one of these for $1 though. That's going to be the thing. If you're watching this in New York and you get it right, I don't know how you're going to be able to get my placard. Come on, you guys. I'm waiting for some lower numbers here in the 800s. Gore is very close. Oh, he's close. He has been the closest. Oh my goodness. He's fiery hot. Fiery hot. Oh, he's fiery hot. Oh, Job's very close too at 801. Oh, you guys are... Oh, Jim Cricket. Jim Cricket. Oh, Jim Cricket. Jim Cricket is... Oh, Diana now. Diana's very close. Diana's very close. 827 is closer than anything. Okay, do not multi-guess any numbers. Do not multi-guess any numbers. Cheesy Weather! Woohoo! Cheesy Weather actually got it correct. There are 815 total parking spaces. 815 total parking spaces. So, Cheesy Weather, give everyone give Cheesy Weather a round of applause for that one. So, Cheesy Weather, you get one of my placards for $1. You have to be brave and show up at the Kerrville Sports Complex. I'm not doing these for giveaways. You have to be there at the Kerrville Sports Complex. Yeah, 815 parking spots. Why does that matter, you might ask? Think about this. If every car holds 5 people, so 5 times 815, you get 4,075 guests. But of course, people might walk from outside in. So they're expecting anywhere between 5,000 to potentially 10,000 guests, spectators. Again, between 5,000 to 10,000 spectators at the Kerrville Sports Complex Total Solar Eclipse Festival. There will be food provided. There will be some entertainment. So we have severe thunderstorm warnings going on, a lot of them in Oklahoma right now. So if you all are just tuning in, please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and sharing this live stream with their family and friends on social media. Now, because of the magnitude of tomorrow's severe weather event, I will not be doing the Q&A session. I don't think that's going to work out unless you all vote yes for it. In fact, let me actually do a poll. There is a poll. Make sure you take the poll if you haven't already. Either way you put it, I am going to bed tomorrow night at like 6 or 7 because, yeah, we're getting on the road at like 4:30 in the morning, my time. We're getting on the road at 4:30 in the morning. And you guys are asking, or going to probably tell me, why so early? Because the timing of this means we won't get to the hotel until like about 7 or 8 o'clock at night. Because remember, we got a dog, Leo, that's coming along for the ride. And Leo needs to go to the bathroom not a lot, but at least every 100 miles, the dog may have to go to the bathroom. And that requires a puppy stop. So, yeah. Therefore, it is going to be a long drive. So a lot of people saying yes still. So out of 11 votes. Not that I don't want to do it tomorrow, because there is a moderate risk for severe weather in the Ohio Valley tomorrow. See, nature just does not like me. Nature just does not like me these days. Also, you gain time twice. Well, no, Chase, for the first leg, we only gain... Because we're gonna stop in Tucson first. Illinois. This is where we're gonna stop first. It's somewhere over here. Actually, it's over here where we stop first. The first night we stop here. Then the second day we're gonna stop in Fort Stockton. We're gonna stop in Fort Stockton on the second day for the night, and then the rest of the way we go to Austin. Man, this is going to be a long road trip. It's going to be a long one. But you guys need to keep me entertained so I don't get tired. So yeah, we are keeping an eye on severe weather right now. Oh, we got a new warning. So we do got a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go up here to Schneider or Schindler in Oklahoma. Definitely a strong thunderstorm here, capable of 1.5-inch hail. So definitely a lot going on right now. A lot of explosion of storms are taking place. Please do moderate risk. How about you do the Q&A at the start of the stream and after that storm track? Chase McLean, yes. I am going to state that at the beginning of the live stream that there might be a loss of signal from time to time. But I did check the cell service, and it looks very good through most of the drive. It might get a little finicky outside of Palm Springs until we get to Arizona. But for the most part, it might get a little finicky over Tehachapi. But of course, if it happens, it happens. The stream doesn't end. I promise you. I hope there's no cell service issues. But if there is, there is. That's to be expected. What matters most is we get there safe, right? Try driving to Tampa, Florida from Baltimore, Maryland. That's about 18 hours. Jeez. What? From Maryland to Baltimore. That's not 18 hours. Oh, wait. No, Florida to Baltimore. Oh, okay. Really? Is it really 18 hours? See, of course, I don't know roads very well back east, so it might take 18 hours. Yeah, I'll see about combining the two streams tomorrow, because that's a whole different topic, because People, if I make the thumbnail tomorrow on a moderate risk and I'm talking about this whole Q&A thing, then they're going to be like, dude, why did we click on this live stream for, just to hear a Q&A session? So they're going to have to be two separate streams. Tampa to Baltimore is longer than 18 hours. Jeez. By the way, what's up, Warren? Warren Moore in Kentucky. How are you doing, buddy? I'm going to see. I'm going to see for myself. Someone said it's 18 hours from Tampa, Florida. So let's get directions from Tampa, Florida to Baltimore. Let's see how long it is. You are wrong. It's 14 hours. It's 14 to 15 hours. It's 14 to 15 hours from Tampa, Florida to Baltimore. According to Google Maps. I live in Ohio now. Oh, really, Warren? What part of Ohio? What part of Ohio? Please tell me. So we got another severe thunderstorm warning in Maysville, Union Star, King City in Illinois or in Missouri right now. Severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, the storm in Texas is looking healthy. We'll get back to that one. This is going to be the one to also watch. Springfield, Ohio. Oh boy, you're in a moderate risk. You're in a moderate risk tomorrow. Yep, you are in the moderate risk. That is a guarantee. And you are going to see strong tornado potential tomorrow. Definitely a strong tornado and a wind threat and a hail threat as well. Did they update the Storm Prediction Center outlook today already? Again? Looks like they did update it. Maybe they didn't. No, they didn't. Never mind. Wow, we're getting warnings. All these warnings are really starting to initialize. In Oklahoma, now into Missouri. We're already seeing 8 severe thunderstorm warnings. And this is just the beginning of it. Can you read the National Weather Service Day 1? That's true, cheesy weather. Will Middletown, Iowa get severe weather today? So Middletown, Iowa. Then we'll get to... So Middletown, Iowa will get some severe weather today. According to the day 1 outlook, there is a marginal risk for severe weather. But you're right along that warm front. So there is going to be some elevated storms as they move into that environment. The surface-based storms will likely develop across central and southern Illinois, southern Indiana today into tonight, as well as in Oklahoma, where we're already getting storms initializing. Very active day. And it's only going to get more active. Of course, when I'm at work, that's going to be fun. Did they decide to make a triangle out of severe thunderstorm warning? What do you mean by a triangle? Probably this you're probably referring to. Tishomingo, Oklahoma during the later today into the overnight hours. So Tishomingo, corruption, you're likely to get a strong tornado threat. That is a guarantee at this point. Very large hail, possibly 3 to 4 inches in diameter, and of course the threat for 60 to 80 mile an hour wind gusts. Does not surprise me if there's an isolated instance of wind gusts over 100 miles an hour with some of these storms. It does not surprise me. So, yeah, take this seriously. You're under a tornado watch at the moment. As we do take a look at our live camera, see what that looks like for right now. And it looks pretty quiet. Sunshine actually shining through on I-35 at the moment. A derecho, Chase? That does not look to pan out right now, Chase. There's a lot of clustering of storms, like a messy cluster. Some upscale growth, but because we got steep lapse rates, an EML in place, and a somewhat dry cloud sublayer, we could have a lot of evaporative cooling of storms, and that could lead to a lot of intense outflow type winds with these storms, especially if it's driven by hail cooled air that's evaporating. That could lead to really intense wind gusts. New tornado watch has been issued, someone is saying. I have not gotten it yet, Titan. It's starting to snow here again. Snowing there, really? You got some snow showers. Well, in the higher elevations, it's more likely snowing. Diana, what are you going to be doing? Are you going to go see the solar eclipse or not? Probably you're likely not to go see it. You'll probably see it from where you live. The Red River could get pretty unpleasant soon. Oh yeah, storms will initialize there. We got a nasty cluster of storms right here near Abilene, Texas. Lots of lightning. We already have had wind damage reports coming in. Report multiple power poles down in the city of Sweetwater. Law enforcement in Nolan County did report that. So we are getting reports of power poles snapped. And this is another wind damage report. Power poles reported down in the city of Roscoe by the Nolan County Sheriff's Office. So this has some very intense winds. And, oh gosh, yeah. Very strong storm right here. 70 mile an hour wind gusts on this. We might even be seeing a tornado, some rotation right here. Doesn't surprise me if we get a tornado warning out of that. And that is a very strong storm with 53,000 foot echo tops. This is in Abilene, Texas. Abilene, Texas. Very strong thunderstorm right now. You know what? Let me see if there is live cameras. Let's go to Texas dot. See if we can get any cameras on that. Abilene. Yes, we got Abilene. See if we are able to bring up cameras. Oh gosh, this is very dark. Let me see if I can get a better image on this. Oh yeah, look how dark this is. I can't even make it bigger, can I? I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's on the lower side. That is some nasty updraft scuddiness. Really dark down there. And here's another one showing kind of a similar thing. Looks like some low hangingness on that storm. So that might be a temptation of a tornado trying to form. So we're going to watch this storm. This is coming... it looks like it's not as strong, but for a second, though, it looked like there was some rotation up here. That has now since weakened a little bit, but very strong straight line winds. Velocities here over 50 to 60 miles an hour, potentially 70 miles an hour. See if we get a live Abilene camera. Of course, there's no live cameras in Abilene, Texas, that are live streaming. That is unfortunate. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh, this is not it. This is not even it. Let's see. Yeah, this is what we're looking at right now. A lot of scuddiness going on with that storm. That looks to be the back side of the storm. Or the front side. Doesn't look very good over there. And that is where we have the strongest flow taking place. But yeah, echo tops on this storm right now already up to 54,000 feet, 55,000 feet perhaps. So really intense thunderstorm on that. Looks like the hail is not as big as it was before. But that is a nice hail core falling aloft. Can definitely get the structure of that storm. So yeah, if you guys are new, we are watching this severe weather event. If we actually do take a look at the Storm Prediction Center on that moderate risk, let's actually go over to the Storm Prediction Center, and this is what they have out right now. There's a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms today. A severe weather outbreak over Oklahoma and northern Texas is certainly very likely. When you take a look at the tornado threat today, there is a 10 sig for strong tornadoes in central eastern Oklahoma, southeastern Kansas, northwestern Arkansas, central Missouri, and western Illinois. And there's that 5% risk for tornadoes that stretches well into Indiana and into the Ohio tonight, or throughout tonight. The hail threat is going to be the biggest. That's where we have a 45 significant for large hailstones in Oklahoma City, northwestern Oklahoma. That's why there's a moderate risk for severe weather today. And then, of course, there is a 30 significant for the Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, as well as Kansas into central and southern Illinois under that 45 sig for damaging winds. And that's what that is for. And then tomorrow's outlook, a moderate risk for severe weather. You can see it right here. Definitely take note of that. There's a moderate risk for severe weather, including a 15 sig for tornadoes. And then when we look at our hail threat, there's a 30 sig for large hail and a 30 sig for damaging winds. All right, we got more severe thunderstorm warnings that just got issued. I cannot show any storm chaser footage unless, one, I pay for it. Like Connor's stream, I can't use it because I'm not spending $80 per stream is pretty expensive. If you guys want me to show more storm chasing footage, live storm chasing footage in my live streams, help support the channel. It really goes a long way. It does. Yes, Colleen. Things will get interesting tonight into tomorrow for St. Louis. And there is a new tornado watch for western Missouri. Western Missouri under a new tornado watch, and that's a moderate risk for tornadoes. Everything is moderate at this time. Everything is listed as moderate. We're already up to 10 severe thunderstorm warnings already. By the way, if you hear that beep, 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 you know that sound, that's a severe thunderstorm warning. Now, if you hear it go, ooh, 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 that's a tornado warning. Of course, I'm in a marginal risk of severe weather. Yep, cheesy weather, you sure are. Oh, by the way, cheesy weather, I forgot to ask you, do you drive by any chance? If so, you should storm chase. Once again, if you didn't get that question, do you drive at all? If so, you should storm chase. So, if you are watching this stream in northern Oklahoma, man, there's a lot of warnings going off. Especially in Abilene, Texas right now. We got to really go back and look at that. Yeah, we definitely have a strong thunderstorm definitely taking place in Anson and Abilene, Texas right now. 3 severe thunderstorm warnings in one little area here. 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. Yeah, I don't know if you got my question, cheesy weather, but I was asking if you drive by any chance. But here are the storms right now back in Oklahoma, Burbank. If you're in Schindler, Oklahoma, please take shelter. Right now, you should be in your storm shelter if you are downstream of this. It's gonna get uglier because these storms are definitely strong. They're moving into a more unstable environment. I am in about 3 years. Oh, okay. So you're gonna drive in about 3 years. That's fun. That's great. I'm going to eat bacon cheeseburger with some loaded fries and some bacon with a drink of Dr. Pepper. Oh, nice, corruption. My viewer is gonna eat. You need to get some food. Fill that stomach up. Hurricane season's gonna be out of control, I think. It's gonna be a very bad hurricane season. Severe weather season, it's not looking good either. It's not looking good either. What's up, Tony? How are you doing? You want to join the live stream with me? Oh, by the way, if you all want to join the Weather Force Discord server, there is a link. There is a link. I haven't had someone on my streaming for a long time, so I don't know if you're here, Fire Ant. Oh, okay, sweet. You'll be on in a few minutes. Check Cincinnati, Ohio. We have a severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, let me check Cincinnati-ish. And yes, we do. We have a few severe thunderstorm warnings. Or one severe thunderstorm warning. Oh my goodness, I said few. I can't believe I said that. And these two look like they are rotating a little bit. So this is an area to really watch for tornadoes today as well. Echo tops on these storms. Also this one over here, pretty high. 42,000 foot echo tops into Florence. So if you are downstream, Independence in Kentucky, please take shelter. That is a developing intensifying thunderstorm. And in fact, if we take a look at the last few scans, you could really see how it is blowing up. It is blowing up a little bit. All right, that's fine. That's fine, Fire Ant. Oh my goodness, it's already 1:45. Time goes by fast, doesn't it now? By the way, if you guys haven't hit the like button, please consider doing so. We're already up to almost 100 likes in just over an hour. That's great. The soonest I actually have reached 100 likes on the stream. And also, if you all want to subscribe to the channel, trust me, it's going to get a lot more funner and entertainment once we go into Wednesday. All right, see ya, Diana. Thanks for tuning in. Question for you. Okay, this is from Jim. Question for you, David. Are you self-taught or did you have formal training? You're very knowledgeable. Just curious. I'm self-taught, but I don't know as much as you do. I'll be honest, I am a self-taught amateur weather enthusiast. I'll be honest with you about that. But I am going to be going to school at Delta College for meteorology, hopefully in the next year or so. Once I get my GED, I'll be able to go to college and, get my degree in meteorology eventually. But that's a long step process. That's not a tomorrow thing. It's not going to be next week. It's going to be about a couple of years at most. Well, probably maybe 5 to 7 years before I actually get my degree in a rough estimate. But I'll start going to college within the next year or so, depending on how long it takes me to get my GED. Thank you so much, Jim. So, Jim, do you know a lot about supercells? This storm is trying to do something near Foraker in Oklahoma. That is rotating somewhat. Definitely some straight line winds with that. Definitely. Oh, you don't know much about supercells. Okay. This storm down here near Fairfax in Oklahoma, that's organizing pretty quickly. You can see some rotation on that. That is a storm that we got to really watch. That's starting to slowly organize. We got a supercell structure on it. It's going to be moving towards Fairfax. By the way, if you guys have not liked the stream yet, please consider doing so. We're 5 likes away from 100. 5 likes away from 100. Well, that's good that you know a lot about rotation. Yeah, that is a supercell developing. Made a slight right turn. So that is a supercell developing near Fairfax. New severe thunderstorm warning now upgraded to a considerable warning for 70 mile an hour winds. So if you are in, let's see if we got any towns. Myers, if you're in Nanos, if you're in Big Heart, if you're in Hurd, if you are in the Bollingerville area in Oklahoma, please take shelter. We also have another storm near Independence that is quickly getting organized. Has a little bit of a hook echo on it, and we do have some embedded rotation within that. Hey, what's up, John 542E? How's everything, buddy? Yes, tomorrow doesn't look very good, or at least today for your area, John, doesn't look very good. You're under an enhanced risk, and that's a 10 sig for tornadoes. So strong tornado potential in your area. And then definitely a wind threat and a hail threat for St. Louis area. Tomorrow doesn't look that bad, though, for St. Louis. So it's really today into tonight, it looks pretty dangerous. Pretty dangerous. Fire Ant, are you ready? Okay, getting another severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, that's in northern Missouri. Let's go back up to northern Missouri and let's take a look. That is in our radar hole. There are storms firing up around King City. Definitely some high reflectivity values. So if you are in Albany, please take shelter. Those storms are moving towards the northerly direction. And you can see those storms really firing up. What's up, Layden? Mosher, how are you doing? John, you're going to have strong tornadoes tonight. I promise you. Based on the models, we actually do take a look at the models. The 19Z run does show some supercells developing right here. Right over the St. Louis area. That's a very strong supercell that could actually develop. So it's going to be within this line that you have the best chances of a tornado or two. In fact, simple way to put it, let's actually go to our models and our HRRR. That will give us a better idea. So here are the storms, and by tonight, like this storm right here, this looks really strong. But of course, this is at about 8 o'clock tonight in Troy. St. Louis should be fine, but not long before storms do initialize there. So in the overnight hours, there's going to be severe weather in St. Louis, Wentzville, eventually into Indianapolis, as well as Columbus. But yeah, right in here is where I'm concerned about a strong tornado, right along this front. You have some nasty storms. It's going to merge into a line before it gets to me. That is a possibility, John. but that does not mean you won't see a tornado. Treat it seriously. Storm Prediction Center can underperform things or overperform things, right? Take the risk like it's going to happen, please. Wow, we are one like away from 100. New mesoscale discussion for tornado watch to be issued in the next few hours for eastern and central Missouri, going into Illinois. Oh, new meso discussion. Let's take a look at that. Let's actually take a look at that. I'm gonna use Amazon Pulley for this. Just that way it can go through. It could read it out much more clearly. So this is concerning a tornado watch for central and eastern Missouri into western Illinois.
Concerning severe potential, tornado watch likely. Valid 01205OZ, 012245Z. Probability of watch issuance, 80%. Summary: a tornado watch may be needed within the next 1 to 2 hours as additional storms may develop in east-central Missouri/central Illinois. The environment is supportive of large/very large hail and damaging winds. The tornado threat is expected to increase this evening as low-level shear increases near the boundary. Discussion: cores within a broad area of precipitation have occasionally pulsed in intensity. Some recent CAM guidance suggests that additional storms will develop out of this activity within the next 2 to 3 hours. While current wind profiles are not overly supportive of tornadoes, storms will be near the warm front and low-level shear should improve this evening as 850 MB winds increase. Given the background environment and potential evolution of this activity, a tornado watch will need to be considered.
So that's for your area, John. So a tornado watch for your area. Possible. We are at 105 likes, folks. Thank you for hitting the like button.
Show me your wares.
Get ready to crush it.
Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, sorry about that. Gonna add a little bit of a twist on this. So I'm gonna have Amazon Pulley take over the lead when there's a new severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning that gets issued for the area. So yeah. Are you all ready? Turn down your volume if you wish, because this is gonna probably be a little loud.
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 5:30 p.m. EDT for Kenton, southern Campbell and central Boone counties. At 4:57 p.m. EDT, a severe thunderstorm was located over Florence, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: minor hail damage to vehicles is possible. Expect wind damage to trees and power lines. Locations impacted include Covington, Florence, Independence, Erlanger, Edgewood, Alexandria, Ellesmere, Fort Mitchell, Highland Heights, Taylor Mill, Fort Wright, Crescent Springs, Walton, Crestview Hills, Lakeside Park, Oakbrook, Burlington, Claryville, Union, and Wilder. This includes the following interstates: I-71 in Kentucky near mile marker 77, I-75 in Kentucky between mile markers 173 and 186.
What do you guys think of that? Sounds good, doesn't it? I might have to do that in my live streams, at least to up the professionalism. That way it's read through clearly, professionally, and faster. You like the EEAS future? Thanks. I do appreciate that. So if any new warning from here on out gets issued, then I will actually add it to Amazon Polly. My gosh, this storm has 4-inch hail on it. Yeah, this is actually a destructive severe thunderstorm warning right now. So this is going to get, I'm going to actually run this through. I'm going to run this through right now. That's a very destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Albany. So here we go.
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:15 p.m. CDT for Jones and Shackelford counties. At 3:53 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm was located over Nugent, moving east at 45 miles per hour. This is a destructive storm for Nugent. Hazard: baseball-size hail and 70 miles per hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be severely injured. Expect shattered windows, extensive damage to roofs, siding, and vehicles. This severe storm will be near Looters around 400 p.m. CDT. Albany around 410 p.m. CDT. Other locations impacted by this severe thunderstorm include Hodges, Funston, McCarty Lake, Big Country Baptist Assembly, Lake Fort Phantom Hill, Truby, Stith, and the intersection of US 180 and Farm Road 600.
No, I do not, Chase. No, I don't. This is a big storm right now taking place. Big time hail on this. These are the actual NAX-RAD hail markers that have been shown up in the past few sweeps of the radar. And this storm has produced some very large hailstones. Very large. So if you are downstream, by the way, Acampo, that seems familiar. Not where I live, though. That's in Texas, but you can see big storms moving into Acampo, Albany, big hail, and big winds as well with this. If we take a look at our velocity, definitely some straight line winds with that. So that is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning right now for 70-mile-an-hour winds and almost 3-inch hail. Almost 3-inch hail on that. And that's the John 54-2E thunderstorm that we're watching. Someone said there's a tornado warning. There is no tornado warnings at the moment. There's no tornado warnings at the moment. What's up, DTX Aviation? How are you doing? Laddie, you... okay. So, Roy Glaze is right in the path of this. So, Roy Glaze, if you're watching the stream, please take shelter. These are some strong thunderstorms. Strong thunderstorms. What are the dew points in Cape right now? So, let's see what the Cape is like. So if we go to satellite, if I can find it. Do we not have satellite on here? Darn it, we don't. Oh yeah, we do. Oh wait. There we go. So right now, Cape over Oklahoma is right around 2,000 joules per kilogram. No convective inhibition in that area. That area was pretty stable early on in the period. Now that Cape really, or that inhibition has really eroded pretty quickly. Down here, we have 3,000 joules of Cape, so more significant instability. And that's where that storm is. That storm is really strong. Dang, we have some serious winds going on in Texas, western Texas. What's up, Foxy? How are you doing? Geez, there is some big time winds going on in western Texas. Winds gusting over 70 miles an hour. Oh, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning right now. New severe thunderstorm warning.
The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Ford County in northern Texas, Knox County in northern Texas, until 500 p.m. CDT. At 408 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm was located 8 miles northwest of O'Brien, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Knox City, Benjamin, Truscott, and Gilliland.
How do you guys like the EAS addition to the stream? So Abilene definitely getting some strong thunderstorms with this. Really strong winds in western Texas, so very strong. Gusting over 50 miles an hour in some areas. So it's really, really windy there. Thank you so much, Titan. No storms in my area yet. It's only cloudy here and mild. Well, don't be fooled, corruption. Not really until tonight when the storms get into your area. Worse is yet to come according to sunny weather. Or cheesy weather. And worst of all, sunny could be blocked by the clouds. Cheesy weather because of that weather system for the eclipse. Maybe we should just blow up the sun. No, I'm just kidding. So we'll watch this. This storm is really strong in Texas right now, though. Coming into Albany, Texas right now, that is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for large hail. Large hail on that storm right now. Large hail. New warning. New warning.
The National Weather Service in San Angelo has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Shackelford County in west central Texas until 500 p.m. CDT. At 412 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm was located near McCarty Lake, or 9 miles west of Albany, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard: golf ball size hail and 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near Albany around 415 p.m. CDT. Ibex around 435 p.m. CDT. Other locations impacted by this severe thunderstorm include US 180 near the Shackelford-Stevens County line and McCarty Lake. The National Weather Service in Tulsa has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Osage County in northeastern Oklahoma until 500 p.m. CDT. At 413 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm was located 6 miles northeast of Fairfax, moving northeast at 60 miles per hour. Hazard: 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source: radar indicated. Impact: hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations in or near the path include Bartlesville, Pawhuska, Big Howard, Osage Hills State Park, Pearsonia, Bartlesville Municipal Airport, Hula, Okesa, Sunset Lake, Pershing, Washashi State Park, Nelligoni.
Man, lots of warnings going off right now. Lots of warnings. We're going to do this one where I'm not going to do all of these. Just lining up out there. And it probably will get annoying to some of you, so I don't want to...
The National Weather Service in Tulsa has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Osage County in northeastern Oklahoma, northern Washington County in northeastern Oklahoma, northwestern Nowata County in northeastern Oklahoma, until 500 p.m. CDT. At 4:14 p.m. CDT, a severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles north of Big Heart, moving east-northeast at 50 miles per hour. Hazard: golf ball-size hail and 70 miles per hour wind gusts. Source: radar indicated. Impact: people and animals outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. Expect considerable tree damage. Wind damage is also likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations in or near the path include South Coffeyville, Capon, Lenapaw, Vaughn, Big Howard, Hula, Washashi State Park.
So that is that. Whew. A lot of warnings, I'm telling you right now. Lots of warnings going on. So again, if you are in the Oklahoma, this is a developing supercell. Looks supercellular. We got nice inflow going into that storm. Outflow, that's the green that you're seeing. So we are seeing some rotation with these storms as they move east-northeastward at about 35 to 50 miles an hour. And again, there is a moderate risk for severe thunderstorms here today in Oklahoma. Ground zero, and then it's ground zero over the Ohio Valley tomorrow. What did you all think about that EAS thing that I added to the stream? How do you all like that? I need to see the latest models for that eclipse for my area. I'm nervous to see. How does the model look for Ohio tomorrow? Nightbridge Gaming. So tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, it looks pretty concerning. It looks very concerning. In fact, if we go and look at the HRRR model, we're going to use the 20Z run. Actually, the 20Z run is still rendering. We can see tomorrow, the best reference would have to be the 18Z run because that's a more complete run. So especially by tomorrow, there are some supercells that do develop, and then really it's this line, this broken line right here, is where the tornado threat will really focus. We go and look at our tornado parameter tomorrow, SIGTOR, that is. This is the area that I'm really concerned about. Look at how high these values are. Primarily even perhaps in Indiana, We got numbers that go all the way up to maybe a 5, which, again, significant tornado perimeter. PDS tornado soundings in this area, large hail as well, is certainly a concern by tomorrow afternoon. From Ohio into Indiana, perhaps, this small corridor is where we could have a strong tornado. So that's what that model actually shows. Big tornado threat tomorrow. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on severe weather. I'm really worried about next week, though. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Severe weather business, gonna be a problem. Going to be a problem. Why does it have to happen over us? Looks mostly sunny, though, for our area, though, on the Canadian model. Funny enough. Hopefully that comes true. Gosh, this storm is intensifying right now in near Caney, Kansas. Yeah, I know, Brian. Today's April Fool's Day, and it's the first day of April with severe weather, believe it or not. So, Brian, track hurricanes. Did you notice we're going to have cloud cover for the eclipse on April 8th? And rain chances? What's up, Roy Glaze? How are you doing? I was just thinking about you because you're in Abilene, Texas. How was it? How were those storms? They're moving out of your area right now. We might have a tornado developing in Albany, though. We might have a tornado developing in Albany. Cancel the trip. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Why are you doing this to me, Brian? Are you joking with me? I'm not canceling the trip. You think I'm canceling a trip? Yeah, right. No, I'm not. Nightbridge Gaming, thank you for showing the Ohio model. I just looked at the Weather Channel, and that's what they were showing. Yeah, it's looking very concerning. I would not be surprised if the moderate risk even gets extended westward. I would not be surprised if it gets extended westward. Wow, we almost have a 4-inch hail marker on this storm. Going into Caney, that's a big hailer right there. That is a big hailer. They updated the eclipse path, moved it west. What? Ban everything? What? No, they did not move that west. It's certain. It is certain it's going to be passing over the cities. They did not move it west. What time will the tornado threat increase? Probably within the next 2 to 3 hours. Tornado threat will rapidly increase, but I won't be here. I'll be actually away from home. So, unfortunately, I won't be able to live stream continuously. No, it did not ban everything. How can they move it west slightly? Are you streaming tomorrow? Colleen is asking. Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow, but I'm not sure on what. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do my Q&A thing or a severe weather. Probably it's gonna be on the severe weather because the timing of this. It all depends, though, on what exactly happens. Definitely a difference between the models. Here's the thing, if the NAM is as fast as it is, then the severe weather threat could actually end a lot sooner, and I will be able to stream, do my Q&A thing. But if it ends late, I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, this storm right here is intensifying. Definitely intensifying. We have a 76 decibel pixel on the storm. Now moving into Kansas. That is a strengthening storm for sure, with echo tops that are at least 45,000 feet. Oppenheimer Ranch Project News Report. What in the world? How much further west did it shift, though, ban everything? Because I don't believe it moved very much. Wow. It's crazy. I don't know how it could be shifted. A few miles. That's big. That's a lot big. That's pretty significant. Well, anyways, folks, I'm probably going to head off. I have to get ready for work. But it was nice talking with you all, and I will see you back here tomorrow with another live stream. Right now, tornado chances are, there's nothing in the way of any significant rotation, but that will change, of course, once I end the stream, because it always does. But I cannot miss work at all. So thank you all for tuning in.